Hey board gamers, BJ from Game Gumbo here, back in the Gumbo pot, this time with another unboxing. It's an expansion to a game we really enjoyed called Destinies. This one is Sea of Sand. It's from Lucky Duck Games. It's an app-driven game, it's an RPG game style, and it's an adventure, and it's competitive. That's a lot in the mix. So let's get right to this Game Toppers LLC table and see what's inside this box. Got a shot of the original game, Destinies. We played it as a 3-player game, and that was a blast. It was a lot of fun using the app to kind of fill out the way the board was explored, the way the tiles came out, and also lots of interaction with the characters that are inside the game. I obviously don't want to spoil too much because it's a typical campaign type story game, except for the fact that it was competitive. So I'm excited to open up Sea of Sand. This is the expansion. It came out a couple of years ago, but Lucky Duck Games was kind enough to send us this review copy. It looks like it's designed by the original designers. Gamebox says takes about an hour and 20 minutes to an hour and 50. Our games ran about 2 hours, as I recall. And again, it's from 1 to 3 players. I'm not sure how much I can actually show you inside this box without spoiling anything, but we'll take a look. We've got the instruction manual. As you can see from the rule book, there's not a lot of rules here. The game comes with some cards and some map tiles. It also shows the miniatures, but most of the game is going to be directed by the app. You'll point it at these little symbols, and that'll pop up what's going on. But there is some points to remember about the changes in the games here from the perspective of the expansion. Nice, awesome game tray for this thing. Place for the cards. Let's start with the map tiles. Obviously, I don't want to go through these because that would be a big spoiler in the game. But the game comes with a big, thick chunk of these map tiles, and they'll be explored during the game by flipping them over. Now, obviously, the map tiles have numbers on them, and that's how the app is going to tell you how to place the different map tiles out. It's very smooth and very well done. It's competitive, so each player is going to be exploring in different areas, and normally that could be trouble in some games, but not with an app game like this, because each player can be in a different section as long as the computer knows where you are, and it knows because you're interacting with these cards here that have these symbols on them, these little codes. So again, I don't want to explore too much with this either because going through the cards is a lot of spoilers. There's going to be items in here, I'm sure, like in the original game. There'll be things that we're going to meet up with that we'll have to challenge. And that, speaking of that, the original game came with all kinds of miniatures. These are adequate miniatures for what we were doing. There's a lot of them in the other game. Some of these are really tiny. You can see in my hand here how small they are. After a while, you get used to it, and we were able to do it. There's a lot of detail in these. So you can see the weapons in there. So should be fine. And then a big giant boss monster, looking like a genie, sort of. Yep. The swirling sands and wind whipping around. That's about all I can show you from the game. In the bottom just to see. There you go. I always do that. I always peek on the bottom just to see. I'm not saying whether there's anything in there or not. But the rest of the game is going to come from the app. And so I'm excited to get this played. I know exactly a couple of game players are going to enjoy it. One of them played the base game already. And the other one is kind of new to board gaming, but likes these style games, these campaign games. So I'm looking forward to trying out Destiny's Sea of Sand. All right, that's everything I really want to show you in Destiny's Sea of Sands. There's more, obviously, but I don't want to spoil what's behind those cards or those tiles. Yeah, you need to discover that for yourself as you play through the game. The game does play 1, 2, or 3 players. It's competitive, and the app does most of the work for you, although you do move around with the miniatures on the board and the tiles as they come out. So it's a great integration between the two. Obviously, I don't know how the Sea of Sand is going to play, but we're going to find out soon enough. Thanks to Lucky Duck Games for sending us this, and look for some content probably written, maybe a video review. I'll see how much I can spoil as we go through this campaign. But until next time, laissez, temps, rouler.